In a brazen scheme that highlights the vulnerability of even tech giants, Apple fell victim to a sophisticated counterfeit iPhone operation, resulting in a staggering loss of $2.5 million. This elaborate scam involved a network of individuals who skillfully exploited loopholes in Apple's device replacement program, leaving the company grappling with the financial implications and raising concerns about the security of its supply chain. The scam, which unfolded over several years, involved the use of remarkably realistic fake iPhones to fraudulently obtain genuine replacements from Apple. These counterfeit devices were then shipped back to China, where they were likely resold as new, generating significant profits for the perpetrators. This case serves as a stark reminder of the growing sophistication of counterfeiters and the importance of robust verification processes, even for industry leaders like Apple. The scale and audacity of the operation have sent shockwaves through the tech industry, prompting a closer examination of existing safeguards against counterfeit products. As consumers increasingly rely on online marketplaces and third-party sellers, it is more crucial than ever to be vigilant and informed about the risks associated with counterfeit electronics. This incident underscores the need for both companies and consumers to remain proactive in combating fraud and ensuring the authenticity of the products they buy and sell. The scammers' success hinged on their ability to create remarkably convincing counterfeit iPhones that could pass Apple's initial inspections. These fakes were not mere cosmetic replicas. They were meticulously engineered to mimic the weight, feel, and even the software interface of genuine iPhones. This attention to detail was crucial in deceiving Apple's technicians, who handle a high volume of devices and may not always have the time or resources for in-depth examinations. The counterfeiters went to great lengths to source components that closely resembled those used in genuine iPhones, further adding to the deception. They also replicated packaging, accessories, and even IMEI numbers, making it exceedingly difficult to distinguish the fakes from the real deal based on superficial inspection. This level of sophistication highlights the evolving tactics employed by counterfeiters, who are constantly adapting their methods to stay ahead of security measures. The production of these counterfeit iPhones likely involved a complex supply chain, with different groups specializing in various aspects of the operation. From sourcing components to assembling the devices and replicating packaging, a network of individuals was likely involved in different stages of the process. This complexity makes it challenging for authorities to track down and dismantle such operations, as they often involve multiple layers and jurisdictions. The scammers exploited a specific aspect of Apple's device replacement program, which allows customers to mail in faulty devices in exchange for refurbished units. By presenting their counterfeit iPhones as defective, the scammers were able to initiate the replacement process and receive genuine iPhones from Apple. This tactic relied on the assumption that Apple's technicians would not meticulously inspect every device returned for replacement, particularly if the reported fault was not immediately apparent. Furthermore, the scammers likely used a network of fake identities and addresses to avoid raising suspicion and maximize their profits. By spreading their operations across multiple locations and using different names, they made it more difficult for Apple to detect a pattern or link the fraudulent activity to a single source. This decentralized approach is a common tactic employed by organized crime groups to evade detection and make it harder for authorities to build a case against them. Apple's verification process, while generally robust, proved vulnerable to this particular type of fraud. The company relies on a combination of automated checks and human inspection to verify the authenticity of devices returned for replacement. However, the sheer volume of devices handled daily, coupled with the convincing nature of the counterfeit iPhones, allowed the scammers to slip through the cracks and exploit the system for a significant period. The financial implications of this scam for Apple are substantial. The $2.5 million loss represents a direct hit to the company's bottom line, but the damage goes beyond the immediate financial impact. This incident has tarnished Apple's reputation for security and raised concerns about the integrity of its supply chain. While Apple can absorb such a loss, it serves as a wake-up call for the company to reevaluate its verification processes and invest in more robust measures to prevent future incidents. Moreover, the negative publicity surrounding the scam could potentially erode consumer trust in Apple products. The perception that even Apple, a company known for its stringent quality control, can fall victim to such scams might lead some consumers to question the authenticity of their own devices or hesitate before purchasing Apple products in the future. This highlights the importance of brand reputation and the need for companies to proactively address security concerns to maintain consumer confidence. Beyond the financial loss, this incident has forced Apple to allocate resources to investigate the scam, enhance its security measures, and potentially engage in legal battles to bring the perpetrators to justice. This diverts valuable time, money, and manpower away from other areas of the business, such as product development and customer service. The long-term costs of this scam therefore extend far beyond the immediate financial loss.